Hey, what's up guys, this is Kaleo09. I am bringing you my Monarch deck that I told you guys I would have up earlier. So I'm sorry it took so long, I'm still missing a couple cards for it, so it's almost done. And this is the one deck that my friend calls a nagging wife because it never quits. I keep changing it, so I'm probably going to have a couple of different versions of this deck later, but this is the one I'm working with right now. It's pretty much pure Monarchs. So of course you have your 3 Caius. Caius is the best Monarch by far, everyone knows it. I'm not going to explain this too much because everyone knows about these. You have 2 Raizas. Raiza's a good spin. 1 Thestalos. This is Mobius, I'm getting it pretty soon. My 2 Jinzos, because, yeah, remember I explained I love my Jinzos. So, Jinzo's actually pretty good this format because you know how Royal Decree is actually a good tech choice for a lot of people now? Well, Jinzo's the same thing, except he's a Monarch version. So, him and Mobius work pretty good together. Light and Darkest Dragon, I only have 1, so I run 1. He's pretty good. Sometimes I don't feel like running Light and Darkness, I don't know why, so I'll just put in another Thestalos for it or something. But Light and Darkest Dragon is pretty good. Gorz. Gorz is pretty much stable. Now for this, the lower monsters, 3 Battle Faders. Battle Faders make Monarchs competitive. They allow you to stall for 1 turn and retaliate next turn, so Battle Faders a must. I run 2 Dandylions. Dandylions pretty much staple in most Monarch decks that's not frogs, but even then, some people run them. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but there's your 2 Dandylions. Treeborn frog, I only run 1. What people need to understand that is that if you're not running a frog Monarch deck, you only need 1. Okay, people, they're not gonna wait. They're gonna DD Crow something before they get a Treeborn frog in the graveyard, and your deck can run fine without Treeborn. It just makes it a hell of a lot faster. But just run 1 because it's a dead draw. Unless you're running Bionic to get this thing to the hand, like you can think if you're playing Synchro Monarchs, or if you're running 2 or 3 Phoenix Wing Wind Blasts to dump it, it's a dead draw. You want to get this to the graveyard and not draw into it. So, 1 Spirit Reaper. Spirit Reaper is very good this format. You attack into it, it'll stall. Flip into attack mode. Attack, that's -1 for them if you attack directly. Sangan searches pretty much all your lower monsters. I run a Gale. Some people might question this. I still question it, but I like the ability. I like the ability to synchro. So this is one of my tuners. I have Gale because I can get into the Blackwing tuners. They're pretty good. It gets over Stardust and bigger monsters, or it can also let you, like, say you stall it out 1 turn, and your Monarch isn't strong enough to get over a big monster. This will let you half it. Also, I don't know, the Gale is just good. I might take him out later, but for right now he's in. Then you got Plaguespreader. Plaguespreader's just a good tuner. And then 1 Krebons. This was actually my other Treeborn, but I found out the hard way that Treeborn is not something you want to draw into, and Krebons is another way to stall. You can stall and you can tribute it for a Monarch, or you can always synchro summon. I run 3 tuners because you can manipulate levels really good in this deck because you have Treeborn Frog, you have your Monarchs of course, and you have your Dandylions. So them and your tokens allow you for easy synchro summons. Next onto the spells, which is basically the other half of my deck. I run 2 Soul Exchange because 3 is a dead draw. You don't want too much. Like I don't run the shitload of Monarchs, so Soul Exchange is good at 2. Then your Monster, Reborn, and Dark Hole are your staples, of course. Then your other 2 staples are Mystical Space Typhoon. I run 2 of those. 1 Cold Wave because most of your monsters, your deck can handle a Cold Wave. Most of your combos go off with your monsters, not with your magic and traps. Your magics are just support. Giant Trunade. This is going to get switched out for Nobleman of Extermination because Nobleman of Extermination is better. I only have 1 trap in this deck, so I don't have to worry about hitting what traps I hit with Nobleman of Extermination. But if you prefer this over Nobleman, then this is fine. My body is a shield. Still love this card. This card is great, so I'm keeping it. Allure of Darkness, because I run 13 darks, so draw power is always good in Monarchs. Pot of Avarice to recycle your Monarchs, Dandylions, etc. Reuse them. Foolish Burial for your Treeborn and Dandylions, and on rare occasions your Plaguespreader. Run 3 Book of Moons because I don't run a lot of I run 1 trap and it's not a stall trap or anything. So 3 Book of Moons, they're chainable. You can play them from your hand in your turn. So a book disrupts a lot of plays, and it's good defense because with Jinzo out, you can play this with Jinzo out to protect you from monsters stronger than Jinzo and your other monarchs. So Book of Moon's really good in this format, and it's good in this deck. And 1 enemy controller. Enemy controller is very good because I have Treeborn Frog, so everyone knows about that combo. Dandelion, everyone knows about that combo, and it allows me to synchro a little better. If I have Gale up and a Treeborn, well, I don't have a 4-star synchro, so I'll just tribute my Treeborn, take control of a monster, and synchro with Gale. So that's a pretty good combo too. And my last spell card is a Nobleman of Crossout. Nobleman of Crossout is really good. He works really good with Monarchs, especially with cards like Jinzo, Mobius, like Monarchs that don't target the field. Basically, when you get a Monarch out, after their effect goes off, they're a floater. So you're going to want to play this next turn because they're going to be like, oh shit, he has a big monster, I'm going to set a card. And like they're going to set a Raiza or something. Just Nobleman that crap, man. Get it out of there. So then it allows you for 2400 more, you clear the field. And my only trap card is Call the Haunted. Call the Haunted brings back Jinzo, and it can stay on the field. It brings back Sangan, Dandylion, brings back a tuner. It's just a very flexible card. A lot of people don't run it because of Monster Reborn, but I still like Call of the Haunted. Alright, so that's my deck. I can show you guys I don't really have a side deck. I'm gonna change this deck anyways in a bit. I know it, so I don't bother making side decks for this deck. But my extra deck's the same. It goes into level 8s and level 9s very easily because of the Monarchs, and it goes into level 6s because of Gale and the tokens. So that's the deck. Yeah, you guys know what to do. Just comment, let me guys know what you think, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.